The most dangerous lies aren't told by others. They're whispered by your own brain. It tells you tomorrow will be easier, but tomorrow is always out of reach. 7 illusions like this are stealing our lives, and I've seen them all. Today I want to share the 7 traps I've fallen into myself, and most importantly, how to escape them. How many times have I told myself, I'm tired today, I'll start tomorrow? I'd come home, collapse on the couch, and my brain would start whispering excuses. On Monday, I'll hit the gym. Next month, I'll start saving. Tomorrow, I'll call my mom. But tomorrow never comes. It's always just out of reach. Psychologists call this the illusion of the future self. We think that tomorrow will be different, stronger, more disciplined, more motivated. But that tomorrow never arrives. The truth is simple. Tomorrow we wake up the same as today. Same habits, same excuses. The only way out is to act now. Even a small step, even an imperfect one. But today, after a hard day, my brain used to whisper, you deserve a treat. Get a pizza, open Netflix, pour a glass of wine. It felt harmless, but the next day I was tired again, and the same excuse returned. One reward turned into a habit. Psychologists call this the licensing effect. We justify harmful choices because we believe we've earned them. But those rewards don't give happiness. They take away health, money, and energy. I learned to replace them. Instead of pizza, a walk. Instead of spending, sleep, exercise, time with people I love. And I discovered something surprising. The best rewards are the ones that give you strength, not the ones that drain it. One time I visited a friend. New car, huge TV, freshly renovated apartment. I smiled and said, that's great, but inside I thought, I need this too. A few days later I was in a store, holding a phone more expensive than I could afford, and my brain whispered, everyone already has one, you can't fall behind. I bought it, and then spent months paying off debt, angry that I never had enough money. Later I realized it wasn't desire, it was fear, the fear of being less than others. Most people don't actually care what phone I use or what car I drive. They're too busy with their own lives. Now I ask myself one question before I buy. Do I really want this, or am I just afraid of falling behind? That question has saved me money, stress, and peace of mind. There were so many times I was exhausted and someone asked for help. A colleague wanted me to stay longer. A friend asked me to go out when all I wanted was to rest. And I said yes. My brain whispered, if you say no, they'll think you're selfish. So I agreed, but inside I felt angry with myself. The truth is, this isn't kindness. It's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of being less loved. But people respect those who know how to say no. And when we always say yes, we stop respecting ourselves. I started small. 1 declined call, 1 refused favor. The world didn't collapse, but I felt freer. You know the feeling. You go to bed, think, I'll scroll for 5 minutes, and suddenly an hour has passed. My brain kept saying, this is rest, you're relaxing. But the truth, it wasn't rest at all. Every like, every post, every short video, just a quick shot of dopamine, and the brain gets addicted, keeping us scrolling until our eyes can't stay open. Real rest is different. For me, it's silence, sleep, walking outside, talking with someone close. Now I treat my phone as a tool, not a place to rest. I check what I need, then put it down. And just like that, I got back hours of my life. For a long time, I told myself, I've got everything under control. Money, time, food. I thought I was managing it all. But then the truth hit. My account was almost empty. My body was heavier. Weeks had passed with nothing meaningful done. That wasn't control. That was self-deception. Psychologists call it the illusion of control. We believe we're steering the wheel while habits are actually driving. Only when I started tracking my spending, logging my time, noticing my habits, I saw the reality. And from that moment, real freedom began. Because control isn't a feeling. It's a clear picture of what's actually happening. I can't count how many times I told myself, next time I'll do better. Spent money carelessly. Next time I'll be smarter. Broke a diet. Next time I'll stay strong. Argued with someone I love. Next time I'll hold back. But next time never came. I repeated the same mistakes again and again. That was my brain taking away responsibility. It whispered, "Don't worry, you'll fix it later." But later never came. Change started only when I asked myself, why did I do this? What pushed me into this mistake? Only then could I act differently. The truth is, the next time begins only when we change something now. Our brain is clever. It sells us tomorrow. It feeds us false rewards. It makes us chase other people's opinions. It teaches us to say yes when we have no energy. It traps us in endless scrolling. It calms us with the illusion of control. And it excuses our mistakes with the promise of next time. I've been caught in every one of these traps. And honestly, I'll probably fall into them again. But now I see them for what they are. And that means I have a choice. I can say no. I can take a step today. I can stop waiting for next time. And every time I choose awareness, I win back a piece of my life.